Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite. Now, this is something I've wanted to make this video for a while now, but I hadn't really known how to approach it. And yesterday, that was actually approached for me, which I'm actually really grateful for. If you guys notice right next to me here, it says Global and Founders Chat Disabled. We've temporarily disabled Global and Founders Chat until we're able to address its functionality. All right. So let me kind of approach this and kind of talk about it. So the main reason, actually, I'm actually very surprised that a lot of people have not asked me to talk about this before, because it is a big topic and it is something that has caused a lot of problems going forward. Well, in the past. Last night we got, well, yeah, last night I guess it was. We got this post on Reddit that says Global and Founders Chat temporarily disabled. We will be disabling Global and Chat Founderly, Global and Chat, Global and Founders Chat. Wow. While we work on improvements to its functionality. Global and Chat and Founders Chat was introduced to be used as a group-oriented tool to engage and cooperate with fellow players. It has not accomplished these goals and has begun to affect performance. The team is heads down working towards making major improvements in the system, and we will enable Global and Founders Chat when the work is complete. Thanks for sticking with us while we work out these issues. I think one of the main reasons why we haven't really had that much, it hasn't really affected some people, is when they came out with the option to right here in disable and enable global chat. So when you disabled global chat, what would happen was over here on, well, behind me, you would have global chat and founders chat, right? Plus, you have your private chat and your team chat too. So when you go into a team, you have the green chat that shows up, and then you have like that orange yellowish tab, like the gold, like the legendary chat. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Global is rare. Founders is epic. Um, team is common or uncommon, I guess. And no, global is common. Global is common. We don't have a rare chat, do we? I don't think we have a chat. But then private chats are legendary. I just realized that they made the colors like that. But we've had these chats for a long time, and honestly, it hasn't really been that much of a point of discussion until recently. If you've been playing the game, you may have noticed that in global chat, mostly global chat, and recently in founders, which is kind of crazy. In global chat, you would see a lot of people trading. Even worse, you would see a lot of the same message over and over and over again, kind of like mass spam messages, which at a certain point, a lot of people did show it, a lot of people proved it, that the chat was actually reducing performance drastically. Because of the sheer amount of messages going through chat, people's quality of the game was being reduced. Which honestly, if you think about it from this point of view, you know how sometimes the servers just lag weird, or you have a lot of weird stuff that happens? It seems like this was occurring more and more and more. And it was just because there was more and more people doing this, there was more and more, spam happening, to the point that it actually got really bad. And with the founders chat also being affected recently, it makes sense why they did this. Now, for someone like me, honestly, I sometimes use the voice chat. Usually, if I need to voice chat with someone, or we're doing, if you've seen this, whenever I do a mission with some people, I usually do it on Discord. If they have a microphone and everything. Not everyone has a microphone, so sometimes it doesn't sound very good. If you do the chat in game as well, sometimes it just doesn't sound very good. So I kind of wish that maybe there was a way of regulating that. If you could tell, when a person has a sad set and it's been calibrated, then they'd be able to voice chat. Because I do honestly believe that voice chat is very good, especially when you're doing a hard mission. If you're doing a very complicated, difficult mission, having the voice chat to be able to direct yourself, and be like, let's go here, let's go there, that really helps. But Also, if you're doing, let's say, if you're doing, I understand how the voice chat was something that was created for like battle royale. You know, it's absolutely crucial to have it in there. But even then, a lot of people don't really use. Well, I don't know. I mean, they do use it, but you know the quality and everything. Anyway. So voice chat, I understand why voice chat exists. It's a very, very good quality. And maybe in the future, as we progress technology wise and individually wise, a lot of people will be able to use it more and more. But like party chat, you know, when you like you guys have seen it, which again, let me say this, I do apologize. Sometimes whenever I play off stream, I usually turn my chats off, which actually when you're in stream on the HUD you can turn off the chat so it doesn't even appear. So if I'm playing with someone in like the middle of the night or something, or when I'm not streaming, please understand if I don't answer you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just I just can't see your chat. I just turn it completely off. Um, it's just easier to play that way for me. So, but whenever I do have the chat on when I'm streaming, you know, well, most of the time people I'm playing with are also watching the stream. But usually I'll be like, let's go do the storm chest now. Let's go do this now. And I'm one of the worst people to actually look at the chat. I'm sorry. Half the time, people in my stream have to tell me, "Hey, check the chat." But I really do appreciate that chat, you know, and then private messages as well. Those really help, you know, if you want to, you know, chat back and forth with someone, you know, organize playing or whatever. But the global chat and the founders chat, founders chat actually, founders chat wasn't even used for the longest time, and I don't think it was ever actually used for its purpose because I do believe that the game did have a very high level of I don't think they expected Fortnite to blow up the way that it did, but I gotta admit, Battle Royale is an amazingly popular game. Um, which again is something else that you know I want to also address. You know, I'll address that near the end of the video, like the comparison with battle royale, because I do feel that's something important to talk about. But anyway, so with the chats going down, you may realize that now I'm actually very excited to play today. I'm very excited to play. I'm very excited to play this weekend and see just how functionality has changed, if the performance has improved at all. It is sad that the chat needs to go away, you know, for this stuff to happen, but it makes sense. I mean, if you guys if you guys ever turned on your global chat and just sat there reading it, I mean, it just turned into a giant. It turned to a giant World 2 in RuneScape at the Grand Exchange, you know, or before the Grand Exchange in Faldor Park. For those of you who played it, I mean, for those of you who played RuneScape, you remember Falador Park back in the day before the Grand Exchange. That's what global chat was. It was just a mass of messaging, and just you know, if you want to trade with me, press 123 or something like that, you know. And the global chat was sorry, the founders chat was starting to experience that too. So I'm grateful that they've done this. I know that it's not that big of a deal for a lot of people, especially if you just turned off your global chat, or even more, a lot of people who have just, you know, like me, who just don't trade, so you just turn your global chat off to ignore it, because that's pretty much all it turned into. But the important thing and the reason why I'm talking about it is I think that this lack of messaging, this lack of use, this lack of mass amounts of messages and spam going through the servers is really going to affect, and I hope we're going to see the difference. We're going to see a difference in the gameplay. We're going to see the difference in how things are in our game, and I really hope this is a positive. I really hope they figure out how to introduce a better chat, a more organized chat or something, and that way we can go forward there. So I'm gonna say that about that. But it to honestly, this video is a big thank you, because this is something that a lot of people have been addressing and bringing forward, and people who really do, you know, on the Reddit and other places. I know that you guys haven't heard this a lot from me, but a lot of people, this has been a very big, very big topic. and very important thing. And it's really nice to see that Epic Games listen to the people, listen to everyone, you know what they're saying, and they're trying to make it better. That really shows that they are trying to work to make the game better. So I'm very, very grateful for that. The last thing I want to say is I have seen a lot of people, and some people have asked my opinion about this, about my opinion on how long it takes Save the World, the Save the World developers to address issues like this, because some people are really criticizing the fact that it took very, very, very long for them to address this problem, as well as all the graphical bugs and all the stuff that we've been experiencing lately. And you know what, I'm gonna just say this: I understand from the point of view of growing pains. I understand from the point of view of things happened. You fix one thing, something else gets affected. Trying to figure it all out, it's hard. And with a game this complicated, I can understand how difficult it must be for the programmers and developers to do this. Having said that, two big things though. I understand why Battle Royale gets preferential treatment. I can also understand why Battle Royale probably has a much larger group of engineers and comp size and programmers and developers. They must have a much larger group because look how popular it is. It's bringing in much more traffic and much more attention, and of course probably much more money as well. Having said that, Save the World is no small potatoes. I'm going to say that Save the World, I believe, is a huge game, and a lot of us play. I mean, a ton of us play, and a ton of us spend money. So I do think that even though we're not as big as the Battle Royale mode, we're still pretty big, and we're very important too. And I really do hope that they see this. They see the amount of people who are playing Save the World, and it's growing. They see the amount of people who are investing money in the game, when it's also growing, and they act accordingly as well. Just because we're not as big as Battle Royale doesn't mean we're not very important as well. So I really hope that they continue making moves like this. They continue making changes like this. And yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am TUJ2. This has been Fortnite Save the World. Just talking about this. I know for a lot of people it might be something you just whatever, but I think it's something very important. I think it's a very important topic to address, and I'm really, really happy to see this, and I hope we see better changes going forward into the future. Thanks a lot, guys. As always, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a gigantic favor and have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.